Hi students, in the last video of chapter number 9 current electricities we were studied about the applications of Kirchhoff's law, that is second application potentiometer, in which we studied principle of potentiometer. So student, what is the principle of potentiometer? So principle of potentiometer is the potential difference or potential drop across any two points of the wire or across any portion of the wire is directly proportional to length of that portion. Means if length between any two portion of wire is increased, then potential difference between that portion of the wire also increases. That is the principle of potentiometer. On that principle, potentiometer instrument is worked. In this video, we will study about uses of potentiometer. There are three uses of potentiometer. That is, potentiometer instrument is used to measure potential difference as well as EMF of the cell. Second use is to compare the EMF of cells. And third use is to measure the internal resistance of a cell. In these three uses of potentiometer, in our syllabus, only second and third use were studied. That is, to compare the EMF of two cells and internal resistance, to measure the internal resistance of a cell. So student, first we see second use, that is to compare the EMF of two cells. So students, how we compare the EMF of two cells using potentiometer, we'll study with the help of a circuit diagram, figure number 9.7, EMF comparison by potentiometer using two methods. There are two methods for the comparison of EMF of two cells. First one is individual cell method and second one is sum and difference method. In which first method, that is we have to see here method first, that is individual cell method, in which we use the cells whose EMF to be compared individually. म्हणजे ज्यांचं EMF आपल्याला कंपेअर करायचं आहे ते दोन सेल्स आपण इंडिव्हिज्युअली म्हणजे सेपरेट वापरणार. पहिला सेल ज्याचे EMF E1 आहे तो सेल एकदा वापरायचा आणि सेकंड सेल ज्याचे EMF E2 आहे तो एकदा वापरायचा आणि आपल्याला काय करायचं आहे, त्या दोन्ही सेलच्या EMFचा कंपॅरिझन करायचं आहे. दॅट इज द फर्स्ट मेथड, EMFचा कंपॅरिझन using potentiometer in the method first, that is individual cell method or separate method, which we'll study using this circuit diagram or figure number 9.7, EMF comparison by individual cell method. So what is the construction of this comparison of EMF of cells using individual cell method? In which a potentiometer wire or potentiometer circuit is set up by connecting a battery of EMF E, plug key K and rheostat RH in series such that the point A is at higher potential as compared to point B. Means point A of potentiometer wire AB is connected to the positive terminal of the source of EMF E, and point B of wire AB is connected to the rheostat. After that, the cells whose EMF are to be compared are connected with their positive terminals at point A, whose EMF is to be compared, that is cell E1 and cell E2. Positive terminals are connected to the higher potential point A of wire AB, and negative terminals are connected to the extreme terminal of two-way keys, and central terminal of that two-way keys is connected to the one of the terminal of galvanometer, and another terminal of galvanometer is connected to the jockey. That jockey can place on different points of wire AB to get the null point or to obtain the null point. That is the construction of setting of potentiometer circuit to compare the EMF of two cells using individual cell method or separate method. Using that setting, we can compare the EMF of two cells using this method, individual cell method or separate method. So how to compare that EMF of two cells using this method? That is the working of potentiometer instrument to compare the EMF of two cells using individual cell method or separate method. So in this working of this comparison is such that first point is by closing the key K, we provide the steady current to the given circuit, and closing the key K1 and K2 is kept open. Therefore, the cell of EMF E1 comes into the circuit and cell of EMF E2 out of the circuit. If cell of EMF E1 in circuit by closing the key K1 and K2 kept open, then we put the jockey at different points of wire AB of potentiometer. Then we get a null point at a single point on the wire AB, that is the balance point or null point, and we measure the distance between that null point and higher potential point A, which is equal to L1. The null point is obtained by touching the jockey at various points on the potentiometer wire AB, and the length L1 is the length of the point A, that is higher potential point, and null point obtained by touching the jockey at different points of wire AB. That L1 length corresponds to the EMF E1 of the cell. Therefore, by principle of potentiometer, E1 is equal to KL1. E1 is equal to KL1. That is the principle of potentiometer. Potential difference is directly proportional to length of that portion. Potential difference across any portion of the wire is directly proportional to length of that portion. Therefore, potential difference is nothing but EMF, or EMF is equal to K into L1, where K is the constant known as potential gradient along the potentiometer wire. Potential difference per unit length, that is known as potential gradient, denoted as symbol K here. Therefore, E1 is equal to K L1. In second part, we kept K1 open and closes the key K2 as well as K. Then cell of the EMF E2 comes in the circuit and cell of the EMF E1 out of the circuit. Again we touches the jockey at different points of wire AB, then we get a single point on wire AB or along wire AB at which galvanometer shows zero deflection, that is the null point, and we measure the length of that null point from the higher potential point A, that is L2. Let L2 be the length of wire between null point and the point A. This length corresponds to the EMF E2 of the cell, because E1 is out of circuit and E2 is in the circuit. Therefore, this length corresponds to the EMF E2 of the cell, and by principle of potentiometer, E2 is equal to KL2. Using principle of potentiometer, E2 is equal to KL2, where K is the potential gradient. And from these two equations, E1 is equal to KL1 and E2 is equal to KL2. If we place the equation E1 is equal to KL1 as equation number 1 and E2 is equal to KL2 is given as equation number 2, then dividing equation 1 by 2, we get E1 upon E2 is equal to KL1 upon KL2. By cancelling KK from numerator and denominator, we get E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2, where E1 is the EMF of cell E1 and E2 is the EMF of cell E2, and L1 length, balancing length of first cell, and L2 is the balancing length of second cell. Thus, we can compare the EMF of two cells. If any one of the EMF is known, then other can be determined. Using this equation, E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. If we know any one of the EMF, if we know E1, then we can easily calculate E2 using this equation. E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. If we know the EMF of E2, then we can easily find out the EMF of E1 using this equation 9.1. That is the first method to compare the EMF. So student, second method to compare the EMF of two cells, that is sum and difference method. The EMF of cells can be compared also by another method called sum and difference method. First method is individual cell method or separate method to compare the EMF of two cells, and second method is the EMF of cells can be compared using second method known as sum and difference method. In this sum and difference method, when two cells are connected so that positive terminal of first cell is connected to the negative terminal of second cell, as shown in the figure 9.8a. This figure gives the combination of positive terminal of one cell E1 is connected to the negative terminal of cell E2, and negative terminal of cell E1 is connected to the positive terminal of cell E2. This combination gives us summation of EMF E1 plus E2. Total EMF or effective EMF using this combination is E1 plus E2. That is sum method. And second combination of method is if positive terminals of cells are connected togetherly and negative terminals are connected togetherly. In this method, figure 9.8b gives us difference method. Why this method is difference method? Because effective EMF of the cell is given by difference between EMFs. E1 minus E2. That is the difference method. So this second method is known as sum and difference method to compare the EMF of two cells. When two cells are connected, so that positive terminal of first cell is connected to the negative terminal of second cell, as shown in the figure 9.8a, the EMF of two cells are added up, or effective EMF is given by E1 plus E2. This method of connecting two cells called sum method. And when two cells are connected so that negative terminals are together or their positive terminals are connected together, as shown in figure number 9.8b, in this case their EMF opposes each other, and effective EMF of the combination of two cells is E1 minus E2. This method of connecting two cells is called the difference method. Remember always that this combination of cells is not a parallel combination of cells. So circuit is connected as shown in figure 9.9 to compare the EMF of two cells using sum and difference method. This figure 9.9 shows us setup of circuit which is useful for the comparison of EMF using sum and difference method. In this, cells E1 and E2 are connected using these two methods, sum method and difference method. First we connect these two cells E1 and E2 in sum method, that is positive terminal of cell E1 is connected to the negative terminal of cell E2 using four-way keys. This is the four-way key. This four-way key is useful to connect the two cells using two methods, sum method, first sum method, and second is difference method. So first we connect these two cells E1 and E2 using sum method, means positive terminal of cell E1 is connected to the negative terminal of cell E2 using this key, four-way key, by kept K1 and K3 close. And secondly, if we kept K1 and K3 open, then we connect the cell E1 and E2 using difference method. So first we connect the cell E1 and E2 using keys K1 and K3 close. That is, potentiometer wire AB is connected to the source of EMF E, plug key K, and rheostat RH in series, and positive terminal of potentiometer wire AB, positive terminal of source of EMF is connected to the A, so that A is higher potential point as compared to the B, and cell EMF's positive terminal, cell's EMF of cell E1's positive terminal is connected to the higher potential point A, and negative terminal of cell E1 is connected to the positive terminal of cell E2, and negative terminal of cell E2 is connected to the galvanometer, and galvanometer is connected to the jockey. That jockey can slide over wire AB to get the null point using first method, that is sum method. So what is the working of this sum method? When K1 and K3 keys are closed, then cell E1 and E2 are in the sum mode, and the null point is obtained using the jockey by placing the jockey at different points of wire AB. Then we get a single point, which is the null point, and measure the length of that null point from higher potential point A, that is L1. Let L1 be the length of wire between the null point and the point A. This corresponds to the EMF E1 plus E2. This combinations adds the EMF of cells, that is effective EMF of these two cells is E1 plus E2, because we use the sum mode here. So by principle of potentiometer, E1 plus E2 is equal to K L1, where K is the potential gradient, L1 is the balancing length or null. E1 plus E2 is the effective EMF using sum mode. That is equation number first. After that, we closes the keys K2 and K4 and K open the keys K1 and K3 and touches the jockey at different points of wire AB. We get a single point at which galvanometer shows zero deflection, that is null point. In this case, the two cells are in the difference mode and we get the balancing length L2 between point A and balance point or null point. This corresponds to the EMF, effective EMF E1 minus E2. And again by principle of potentiometer, E1 minus E2 is equal to KL2. E1 minus E2 is equal to KL2. That is the second equation. So divide equation first by second, we get E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 is equal to KL1 divided by KL2. By cancelling K from numerator and denominator, we get E1 plus E2 divided by E1 minus E2 is equal to L1 upon L2. Equation number 3. We apply the componendo and dividendo rule on this equation number 3. That is, in the numerator, we take the addition of numerator and denominator, and in place of denominator, we take the difference of numerator and denominator. That is, E1 plus E2 plus E1 minus E2 divided by E1 plus E2 minus E1 plus E2 is equal to L1 plus L2 divided by L1 minus L2. We make the componendo and dividend rule on LHS as well as RHS. So we get, by cancelling some terms, we get E1 upon E2 is equal to L1 plus L2 divided by L1 minus L2. Equation number 9.11. This equation is useful to compare the EMF of two cells using second method, that is sum and difference method. If we know any one of the EMF E1, then we can easily find out the EMF E2 using this second method by obtaining the balancing lengths using these two modes, sum mode and difference mode. In this method, we can easily find out we can easily compare the EMF of two cells. That is the application, that is the one of the use of potentiometer to compare the EMF of two cells using these two methods. First one is individual cell method and second one is sum and difference method. So student, in this video, we studied about one of the use of potentiometer, that is comparison of EMF of two cells using first method, that is individual cell method, and using second method, that is sum and difference method. In the next video, we will see next use of the potentiometer. So thank you.